Good day, good day, good day, good people. I just wanted to hop on and share an encouraging word with you guys on today, and just remind you of something that I actually, I know, but it was like a reminder through a song, and it just made so much sense whenever I was listening to the song that I had never heard before, and I was listening to the words, and she was saying that if God is breaking you, He is preparing you, right? And it really hit my spirit whenever I heard those words, because it was a reminder that in our broken season, God is preparing us as believers for something far greater than we can think or imagine. I truly believe that. And I believe it with all my soul, all my spirit, all my heart, all my mind. Like, I believe it. I believe that when we go through breaking seasons, it is a season where God is preparing us for something far greater than us, something far greater than we can think or imagine. And whenever God does a thing, as we know, He has much purpose for it. And when He does do a thing, He does it exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask or think, right? Um, According to those who believe on Him. So as believers, we have to trust and believe just that yeah, though we may be broken at times in our life, we have to hold on to the fact that we have to hold on to the fact that God will do what He plans to do. God will do what He said He will do. God will use us the way He desires to use us. God will perform miracles if He desires to perform miracles during your breaking. God will allow you to be a testimony, a living testimony for others that may be going through it in the future. Like, there are so many things that God can do. God will use you and use us in great and mighty ways due to our brokenness, if we allow Him to, if we allow God to do what it is that He desires to do, instead of staying in a funk about our brokenness and getting mad and upset and just continuing on with that. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have our moments and we don't, we ask God, like, why me, or whatever case may be. Like, you might have a moment that you do that, but you have to understand that we have to push forward through it even in that, and we can't become bitter, because bitterness is not something that God is about. We have to move forth in the things that occur to us that cause us to be broken individuals, knowing that we will be made whole again, because God does not desire us to stay in a broken state. It's just something that He's doing to prepare us for something far greater. He desires us to be whole. Amen. So, whenever I think about that, and I thought about that, God has me had me reading David first. So I read that David, and how whenever he with David, God fought many battles for him. At many different times. If you read the Bible, it was just like over and over and over, God made sure that He showed up. He showed up and showed out. It was truly amazing whenever you take the time to really ingest what it is that God did for David, and how just even from the beginning, how he was chosen as a king by God. But it's just far great to read the story. But Job is the main one too that I want to talk about. You read the story in the book of Job. First of all, David is going to be in First and Second Solomon, but book of Job has its own book. But if you read the story of Job and really dive deep into it, you will realize that Job was broken. He was broken. He was a broken man, but yet he still trusts God. I mean, Job was he was like, God, why am I still here? Take me. You took everything else, just take me too, right? But, as the story goes on, we learn about how even though Job was so broken, in the end, whenever everything started coming through, God came through for him, and He blessed him far beyond anything that he could think or imagine. He gave him back way more than he had before. Yes, he lost loved ones and everything, and I know it hurt, but God turned around and He blessed him with so much more. not to replace them. Amen. Because nobody can replace a loved one, but God was He gave Job what he needed to help him in his broken state, and to help him rebuild, to become a whole man again. Amen. So we have to remember that even in our broken state, God has a plan. God is preparing us for something that's far greater. It's up to us as believers to hold on to that and believe that. And trust me, that hits hard for me, because being in a broken state is like my current season. But I believe in all my heart that God has something far greater in store for me, and that's what keeps me moving forward. Amen. So, as I said earlier, don't worry about it. You're broken. Don't worry about it. Remember, God is preparing you for something far greater. Amen. All right. As always, if this word isn't for you right now, I pray that you tuck it away, hide it away for a time that it is, and that you bring it out whenever you need it. And if you know someone that may need this word, please share it with them. Amen. And don't forget to like and follow Voices of Substance on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Thread. And check us out on our podcast as well, like on Spotify, or you can see the full episodes on YouTube. As always, I love y'all, and I pray that y'all have a wonderful day. Be blessed.